African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation as of January 9, 2026. From January 3 to 9, the armed forces of the Russian Federation launched one massive and four group strikes, as a result of which military-industrial enterprises, energy facilities, transport, airfield, and port infrastructure of Ukraine used in the interests of the Ukrainian armed forces, ammunition depots, fuel depots, production workshops, and storage facilities for long-range unmanned aerial vehicles, drone operator training centers, as well as temporary deployment points of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries were hit. During the week, as a result of coordinated actions of the North Group of troops, the settlement of Grabovskoye in the Sumy region was taken under control. Manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized brigades, an assault regiment of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. In the Kharkiv direction, formations of 4 mechanized motorized infantry brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, 3 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade were defeated. In total, in the zone of responsibility of the North Group of troops, the enemy lost more than 1,285 servicemen, 12 tanks and armored fighting vehicles, 82 vehicles, and 7 field artillery pieces, 6 electronic warfare and counter-battery warfare stations, 18 ammunition, fuel, and material depots were destroyed. During the week, units of the West Group of troops advanced deep into the enemy's defenses in the Kharkiv region and took control of the settlement of Podoli in the Kharkiv region. Losses were inflicted on the personnel and equipment of 4 mechanized, 1 airmobile, 1 airborne assault, 2 assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 3 National Guard brigades. The losses of Ukrainian armed formations in this direction amounted to over 1,330 servicemen, 20 armored fighting vehicles, 90 vehicles, and 7 field artillery pieces. 2 electronic warfare stations and 28 ammunition depots were destroyed. As a result of decisive actions by units of the Southern Group of Forces, the settlement of Bondarnoy in the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated. Losses were inflicted on formations of 5 mechanized, 1 motorized infantry, 1 assault, 1 mountain assault, and 1 airmobile brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces, 1 Marine brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and 2 National Guard brigades. In total, in the area of responsibility of the Southern Group of Forces, the enemy lost more than 1,355 servicemen, 4 tanks, and 43 armored fighting vehicles, including 3 of Western manufacture. 110 vehicles, 14 artillery pieces, and 20 ammunition, fuel, and material depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued active offensive operations in the territory of the Donetsk People's Republic and the Dnipropetrovsk region. Personnel and equipment of 6 mechanized infantry, airmobile, airborne, assault, 2 amphibious assault brigades, 3 assault regiments of the Ukrainian armed forces, 2 Marine brigades, 2 territorial defense brigades, and 3 National Guard brigades were defeated. During the week, the enemy lost over 2,805 servicemen, 5 tanks, including a German-made Leopard tank, 54 armored fighting vehicles, 68 vehicles, and 12 pieces of field artillery in this direction. Units of the East Group of Forces continued to advance deep into the enemy's defenses. During the week, the settlements of Zelenoye in the Zaporozhye region and Bratskoye in the Dnipropetrovsk region were liberated. Formations of 3 mechanized amphibious assault, 2 assault brigades, 4 assault regiments of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. The losses of the Ukrainian armed forces in the zone of responsibility of the East Group of Forces amounted to more than 1,680 servicemen, 31 armored fighting vehicles, 58 vehicles, 10 field artillery pieces, and 2 ammunition depots. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces improved their tactical position. Personnel and equipment of 2 mechanized brigades, a mountain assault brigade, a coastal defense brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. In total, over the past week in this direction, the Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 325 servicemen, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 75 vehicles, 6 field artillery pieces, 6 electronic warfare and counter battery stations, and 6 ammunition depots. Strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the groups of forces of the Russian Armed Forces destroyed 3 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, including a Vampire system of Czech production, as well as 4 anti-aircraft missile systems, including the Iris-T manufactured in Germany. Air defense systems shot down 21 guided aerial bombs, 14 HIMARS multiple launch rocket system projectiles of U.S. production, 5 Neptune long-range guided missiles, and 13 27 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 670 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 108,206 unmanned aerial vehicles, 645 anti-aircraft missile systems, 27,020 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,637 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 32,463 field artillery pieces and mortars, 51,287 units of special military automotive equipment. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.